But the Kenyan cabinet has affirmed the closure of all private and public primary and secondary schools on account of the ongoing teachers' strike. The cabinet says the matter of teachers' salaries and remuneration has been outstanding for far too long and must be dealt with once and for all. But the opposition court has criticized the move to close schools indefinitely, terming it as an attempt to intimidate teachers. KTN's associate editor Noah Otieno begins our newscast with that story.
In a move seen as a first of its kind in the last 20 years of teachers' agitation for better pay, the government has attempted to pull the rug from under the teachers' feet. The government has closed all public and private primary and secondary schools, removing partially the pressure that has been building on the president as the school children remained in class unattended. The acting Education Secretary Leah Rotich fired off a letter just before the end of the third week of teachers' strike this term, announcing the sudden end of the term on Monday next week. The term was initially scheduled to end on the 13th of November this year. Now almost 8 weeks have been shaved off. The Education Secretary says in her letter that the move has been necessitated by the fact that there has been little or no teaching in the schools, leaving children unattended and therefore insecure. The giant Kenya National Union of Teachers reacted almost immediately.
The ministry cannot purport to close down schools which after all were not open and functional. Schools closed down early August, and we are not aware of any school that has resumed proper and normal curriculum delivery.
The opposition court was livid with anger over the closure of schools.
Ndio sababu juzi nilimwambia Bwana Uhuru, walimu hawa si waendawazimu, hawa ni watu ambao wamesoma. Kana hao muongee juu ya mambo hii yaongezeke mshahara. Manake walimu hawakuenda mahakamani. Serikali ndiyo ilienda mahakamani ati walikuwa nataka hii mambo ipunguzwe. Na walipoenda kule wakapoteza kesi.
Next week kama Jubilee hawajalipa walimu, mimi na wenzangu Raila Odinga, Moses Wetangula tutaungana na walimu wa Kenya hii mpaka tuhakikishe wamelipwa.
But after a special meeting, the cabinet came out to fully endorse the Education Ministry's move, saying that the matter of teachers' salaries and remuneration has been outstanding for nearly 20 years, resulting in a teacher strike almost every year. The cabinet, without mincing words, says it was time to deal with the matter once and for all, and for that, hard decisions must be made. It is the wording of this last line that perhaps carries the full intention of the Kenyan government to wait the stalemate out and see if the teachers will cave in as the court battles continue.
That act of desperation could be one of the biggest strategies to send panic to our members. But we want to tell them that the strike action which teachers are engaged in can only be unlocked with sensitive and swift response from the other side of government by simply doing one honorable thing, complying with the court orders.
This time, the teachers did not expect to wait so long for their money after the courts, all the way to the Supreme Court, ruled they should be given their 50 to 60% pay increment as the Court of Appeal case continues. But after President Uhuru Kenyatta categorically stated he had no money and no intention of paying, everyone has been left shouting in the dark. Now, KTN News.